voice is locked in. Guys, welcome.
Homies Perry the Platypus. Oh.
Episode 4, La Casa Grande Podcast. Excited to be here, guys, again.
I'm sorry we haven't been able to upload. We've been a little busy. You know, work. Los pobres, tú sabes, tienen que trabajar.
Something like that.
We want to go on vacation, but we can't. You know?
That's true. Hey, we gotta make
coming soon.
We had to make business trips recently.
Run up the Bitcoin.
No, what?
What you know about that?
You want?
Yeah. We're gonna be in the metaverse.
That's true.
Yo,
That's true. Coming soon.
You putting your mind in the metaverse though?
Nah.
No. There's this shit that I seen that you can pay a certain amount of money and they'll put your mind in a computer.
Damn.
You doing that?
No, because then that's just like it's like if you were to copy.
It's like in a simulation.
Yeah, like copy a game. It's not you. Like what makes you is like literally, I guess, your brain and the physical world.
Yeah.
And your soul.
That shit.
And the soul tied in.
That shit's gonna be like the Matrix type shit.
Hey, no cap. Hey, though, you being a car dealership salesman in the Matrix, though?
You think that'll be hard?
Hell yeah. Because look, you gotta be a good like salesperson to do that.
That's true. Like
you gotta have like tactics.
Yeah, you ever drive through these lots, like a bunch of car dealerships, and you just look,
you just
right?
scoping the scene out, and
but
then, like,
you never actually stop. And sometimes I wonder, I'm like, damn, I was like, how do they do it to stay open? Because like those like old restaurants will turn into used car dealerships. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And like they'll just like an old like janky restaurant, they'll turn into a car dealership. They'll just
like a rundown chino.
Yeah, they'll paint it white.
They'll paint it white, their logo and shit.
Or I've seen like even trailers, just like a trailer, and if it's zoned correctly, they'll park a whole bunch of cars. But what I find weird is that, like, how do they make money? They always have a whole bunch of cars, like, and sometimes they have like the same cars all the time.
Standing there forever.
They be taking out loans. Well, I mean, probably. Or something.
Oh, yeah, you can do that now that I just thought of that.
You can?
Yeah. Okay, anyways, guys, this is the topic of today's episode. We're going to be talking about our experience with running a dealership, or at least trying to.
As a businessman, you already know, trying.
Yeah, we're just going to talk about vehicles, like your favorite cars, you know what I'm saying? Your dream cars, what you want to have one day. Stuff like that. So,
but before that, I think we'd also want to take a minute to thank everybody that joined the raffle. Really, congratulations to all you four that won,
and the person that won $100 as
well. Shout out you guys for real.
And everybody that joined too. We really appreciate it and hope that maybe at 1 million subs we give a house away.
We're gonna give a crib away.
You never know, but we can start manifesting that.
Yeah, we might let's give a crib away at 1 million subscribers. And
that'd be crazy.
I was like really surprised that around like what type of people joined the raffle. It was like people from Netherlands, like we worldwide now.
Hey, so, international.
So really thank y'all to everybody that joined, and just stay tuned for our raffles. Like, this is not a scam. If you lived in the United Kingdom, in España, in Argentina, boludo.
We'd find a way to get it there.
Oh, para todos los parceros, para todos los chamos, everybody.
Hey, los chapines.
Los chapines. Los majes, everybody.
Hey, no cap. Hey, this for everybody.
So, we
going
still
worldwide.
Yeah, we still want to bring out Spanish episodes, so just wait on it. Like I said, we kind of.
No,
que lo que, DR, PR, don't matter.
AR? No, just lying.
Yeah.
And
hey, shout out everybody though, for real.
So for real, thank you.
Shout out everybody.
And we just hope you guys tune into our podcast, because like this episode is like, maybe if you want to be like venture into like the car business, this could help you. We really went into it just like not knowing anything, but me and my brother always wanted to like, we've always been individuals that are like, okay, let's like risk it, because honestly, all our lives have been about risk. I took a risk crossing the border here, so that was one of the hardest moments in my life. So anything.
Do you still remember that? Little bits of it.
Not really, because you could have been brought into the States a lot easier back then.
That's true.
Now it's a lot harder,
Hey, Save the details for another day.
Oh yeah,
We got to get that on an episode of the podcast.
We do. Cause
Does Mario remember?
Mario on the run.
Mario on the run, yes sir. Hey, no, for real. Shout out everybody who joined the raffle, who shared our
Tune in
stuff,
more.
and hey, we got bangers coming soon for real. And like we said, hopefully we give a house away at 1 million subs. So, hey, subscribe.
we're manifesting it
For real.
There's no lie, so we're manifesting it. So YouTube, get us monetized as fast as possible, so we can get our racks up and dedicate ourselves to the podcast. So, thank you guys for being patient, and yeah. So this episode's gonna be
Car dealership.
us trying to be businessmen, and we're not here to advise anybody. So anybody like listening to it, it's just like our story on how it went.
Yeah, we won't get in trouble if you take our advice. Just by the way.
So it's just our experience here in North Carolina law. Obviously, every law is different. I think my phone is.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my phone. And so I think every state is different. Yeah. So really, like, just read up on your laws, because that's one of the things.
Every state is different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that we found out, that that once you get into a car dealership, it's a lot about like permit, what you can do and what you can't do. And honestly, it was hard at the start,
When did y'all get started on that? Like, how did y'all start?
I think, I don't know who met who, but we got in contact with somebody that was looking for like a kind of like a 50-50 and running like a whole car dealership. So we were like 50%, like me and him were 50%, 25, and then the other person was 50%.
I think it was an ad on the newspaper, like, because it was weird. It was weird. It was.
Yeah, I don't know how we got there, bro, but we ended up somehow there. Like in contact. Yeah, in contact with them somehow. It was like, hey, like an opportunity showed up. And
just around that time, we had lost like our jobs and like contracts for construction, because we do like sheetrock and stuff like that. So, it was a time kind of like we were still like in turbulent times. We really didn't have like a job, anything stable
income.
But we did have a few savings. Well, we had some, and my dad had some, because like we also had to take a loan for my dad.
Mm-hmm.
But we were like, well, let's risk it, because like at the end of the day, if you really don't know, you really don't. I think we just didn't want to regret taking the advantage.
Yeah, like like it being there, and then us being like, should we have taken it?
Oh, okay. You don't want to be wondering like a year later.
Yeah, like what if?
Like what would happen?
Yeah, because my dad also is our mentor all the time, so he always wanted like a chance at dealerships, like years ago, ago, whenever there wasn't really like dealerships around. Now I feel like there's like one at every corner.
Yeah, what's crazy is that
there's hella dealerships everywhere.
Now there is. And I feel like how long ago was that? I don't even know, but I feel like there wasn't as many as there are now. You know what I'm saying? Like now everything gets turned into a car dealership, like I said. And we were posted up at a poppin' spot over there, but it was in Gastonia on Wilkinson Boulevard. Now it grew crazy big. There's a bunch of stuff there now that used to not be there.
Close to Belmont and stuff like that. So we know, like, from what I can see, is Belmont's blowing up too.
I think.
Hey, shout out Tato, Ronnie from Belmont.
They're in Belmont? I thought they're Mount Holly.
In Gastonia, around that area.
Shout out to y'all, though.
Oh, yeah, they are around that area.
Yeah.
Because we used to hit that spot. What's it called?
They're
the spot. You know the spot.
You know. No, but yeah, they're not far.
Yeah, so the Gastonia place. It was, it was up and coming, and we were like, damn, this is a busy street, so why not? So we took the opportunity, and then we started learning on, I started focusing on doing sales. And what's funny was that, like, one of my experiences was like going to the auctions.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the auctions is crazy, because there's like, it's like food, and like there's just like a pack of wolves trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's trying to fight for a car, or like
for the best car, because like
or like if you don't get it, they're gonna try to run your shit up.
Because it's like explain how you go into the dealership. So explain how you go into the auctions first, so that people can know.
Okay, so
Because I never really went to any of them. Like I just hated doing that work.
So I think from what I remember is that you can go the day before, or like during that day you can go like hours before the auction starts, and then you could like check out cars.
Because the auction starts like at 2 or like at 1, right? 1
Yeah,
p.m.?
something like that. Some of them start earlier, I think. So you have to go like stupid early to like look at the cars before. So you have the chance, right? You have the chance to look at the cars, and then it comes to a time where you go inside of a building. You go and you walk in there, and then like they ask you for your little card. You know, like a sales representative thing.
Oh yeah, because like in to be able to like sell a car in North Carolina, you have to have like a licensed sales representative.
License, yeah.
Yeah, license.
A sales representative license.
Sales
yeah.
representative license. And the only way we obtained it's because like we had said, we bought into a dealership, kind of like a partnership,
Mm-hmm.
and the owner of the dealership already had taken like some type of DMV test that you have to take.
Yeah.
So he had like the main license. You could say like it's the main account.
Yeah.
And then so that main account can like give his like helpers
to your,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's the only reason we got it. So like with that, you can legally sell a car in North Carolina.
Yeah. So
Legally.
you go in there, and then I think even after when you have already won the car and all that stuff, you like need to show like a license that has like your name on it and stuff, because they ask for your ID to make sure it's you. Okay, so anyways, right? You go in there and you go into like the showroom. Y luego empiezan a pasar los carros uno por uno. It depends which one you go to.
But tell them about the scout work you have to do, because all the cars are there in the morning. So
Oh yeah, in the morning. So when you get to the lots, you have the opportunity to go look at the cars, right? You can like browse them.
and everything.
Yeah, you can like look under them, look at the tires, the body work, everything. And like I said, it depends which ones you go to, because there's some that are like massive. You would need like 3 hours, 2 hours to see the cars. And then some of them were like, you stand right here, you see all the cars. Like they were like tiny. And like those were the funny ones, because you would see interesting people.
the biggest ones were like Odessa, I think. Odessa, you can find an Odessa on
Mannheim, something like that, right?
Mannheim on Westinghouse, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one on. Yeah. I think it's on Westinghouse.
Yeah, even though like if you're able to walk in there, all you would need is like a
Is it on Westinghouse?
Yeah, I think so. It's like going all straight on Westinghouse.
Oh yeah, near Jasmine Buffet. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
one of them. That's just
Mhm.
one of them. But we would go to like kind of smaller ones to check it out, check out the scene. You know, you'd have to plug up the OBD2.
Yeah, you'd have to plug up the OBD2, and like I think on the good OBDs you can check if they've wiped all the check engine lights, something like that.
The really expensive ones. Though.
Yeah, and then on the cheap ones, like the ones we had, like you couldn't check
All they do is delete the messages.
Yeah.
Because you have to be careful in any type of auction scene. You have to really like don't look at the car, don't look at how the physical body looks, because at the end of the day, it's the engine's gonna run it. The electrical components are what's also gonna make the whole computer run. So
Make everything run right.
yeah, so it's nothing just like as simple as going in there and like, oh, I want that car. Because then you come to find out that the car has like 10 issues whenever you start running it.
Like a mile down the street, you just like start breaking down.
Your radiator breaks, whatever heats.
Exactly. And then
Your transmission blows.
Yeah, and so like that's what's crazy, because you kind of gamble with your money. You know what I'm saying? So when you go in there looking at the cars, you really have to be like locked in. You gotta like go in there.
You gotta know what you're looking for.
Yeah, like do you have a customer lined up and stuff like that? You know, after you get into it for a while, you start thinking about stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe this customer may like this car, but if I can't sell it to that person, can I sell it to somebody else? So it was always the Hondas, bro. The Hondas were gems.
Everybody
The
wants
Hondas
Hondas.
were gold in the auctions. You know what I'm saying?
Because
So like
Hondas are easy to work on, and like it's cheap labor.
that's true. And then like the parts, right? They're very accessible.
They're easier, but they are like mid price, so they're not too bad.
Yeah.
So
So
like German cars, out of the ass,
damn, I bet.
expensive, dude.
no, and every single thing, like I found out that BMWs have like a special, like sometimes
A
like
special key.
key to open up the head gaskets and stuff like that, or the tapa on the head gaskets.
No, I
And-
think it's for like the water pump.
or even to take off the water pump. Imagine like,
Oh yeah, I actually had to change the alternator, and it was one of the parts had like necesitaban los dados especiales, like they were like complete. They were like a star, like you know
they like to use those.
so you would need like special like
yeah,
parts,
tools, yeah.
probably from BMW to open the car. So you really have to be careful when you go into an auction scene, because as soon as you find a good car, it's not only you wanting it, it's
Everybody else wants it.
Yeah, 10 people before you, and then 10 people after you're gonna see that car.
And if they really want it, they'll outbid you.
Yeah, that's true. And then you kind of have to see, is it worth it for me to invest that amount of money and then like not get much back?
because they're like, you want 10, you want 10.
Yo,
Yo, did they speak that fast there though?
yo, it's crazy. Yes, they speak that fast.
Like for real?
Yeah, and then sometimes
Oh shit.
in the smaller auctions, like how do I say it? The cowboy ones, like the ones that have that heavy accent. Like, you know, not that many people. There's like 40 cars maybe.
It was exciting. It was like a suspenseful moment because, like, I mean, I never really bid like this because I really didn't even know what hand sign to do. I was like,
yeah, what's crazy is that like the hand signs, that's what I was going to get to. So the car pulls up, right? And everybody's like, this car, you know, like everybody's like, yo,
This is the one.
This is the one.
Look, and it's like a Honda Civic in the middle, bro.
Slam?
Yeah, and then there's a bunch of people that start kind of like coming up to it, you know what I'm saying? And then there's some people like standing behind, like they're not doing anything, right? But then he starts he's like, no, like he starts mad fast. And then I realized that even with your eyes or like doing any kind of gesture, it can like say that you're bidding. So like every time I went with the guy that was teaching me, when I would go with him, I would like stand next to him, and he would tell me, he's like, don't do any moves. He's like, because if we buy this car, he's like, that's our ass. He's like, we're gonna have to buy this car. I was like, shit. Okay, so then I would like, I was like,
no,
and like I would try not to blink and not to breathe too fast, because I was like, bro, if I do some other shit, I'm gonna bid on this car, and then we're gonna take home an L.
And you can't back down if that was your question. You can't.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna ask. Okay, I've never bid or anything.
You're gonna be like, you're gonna be like that, and then running up your shit.
They're gonna be like, nah, I'm good, I'm out. What if you leave? They try to stop you.
I mean, you can do that, but you know,
They'll be like,
they're
It's
gonna
your
know.
license. It's
Yeah,
It'll say, because our dealership was named Clean Car Sales
with a K.
with a K. Yeah, so
Clean car.
Clean Car Sales. It used to be a car wash right there. The lot that we rented, it used to be a car wash, so it was like a little garage, like 5 cars in front.
But it was really popular, no?
It had a lot of traffic, so that's why we thought it was good. But come to find out,
No, but I think the owner before, he was popping.
wait, washing cars, yeah, washing cars, yeah,
Yeah.
and washing cars is a big business too if you want to get into it.
Yeah.
But like I said, we're not here to recommend anything or really advise anyone. But you know, just find the thing you're good at and chase it. Obviously, we're telling this story now because
Because of what we went through.
of what we went through in a dealership setting. Like come to find out, we weren't the best people to sell cars, or we just didn't know the game really well enough to still stay in that, because we were only there for like 7-8 months because we literally went broke.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro, you
trying
have
to do it.
If you're gonna sell cars, you gotta be like locked in, like 100%. That has to be your main focus.
Or anything that you do. I've seen like a lot of people want to open up businesses and stuff like that, but you really have to study like the playing field. It's like you're a player, and you have like a whole cancha.
What player are you?
I'm the playmaker.
I'm the striker.
Oh, what?
I'm the striker. I ain't playing it safe. I'm just shooting. Like, you have to decide.
Shoot or shoot?
Yeah, exactly. You have to decide.
Hey, shout out Hoodoo.
Bro,
Yeah.
I seen this funny ass meme earlier.
Which one?
Huh?
Okay, anyways, back to
No, fuck-
yeah, let's
fuck
finish your
that.
thing.
Keep saying what
Okay,
you're saying.
So like,
you gotta be locked in, and you've seen people that are locked in.
yeah. So like, whatever type of business you try to go into, study the playing field for sure. Because I think one of the things that we didn't do is we didn't study what we were doing, because we started learning the demographic like around that dealership and who were our customers until very late into
the process.
Yeah, into the process. So we had wasted away our resources until we found out like, oh, like if we buy like $800 cars and then resell them for $1,200, that's where we get it, because we could literally flip a car in 2-3 days.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
True.
yeah, that's very true. And I feel like it was also partly because we weren't from that area. You know, like we weren't used to it being so, like, solitario, or like aparte from what we've been through. Because like where we grew up, you know, it was like a bunch of Hispanics all in one spot, and so like everybody would see, everybody would talk. But that one was a little bit further out.
Gastonia, I feel it was like a close-knit community.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone knew each other there, and there was bad rep to clean car sales before that. So people would come in and be like, I heard y'all sold here a car that broke down like as soon as they got it off the lot. And
you'd be like, what? That wasn't even us. We were like, who was that? Like, you know?
And that's and stuff like that does happen though. Like,
imagine.
But that's why
you spend like 8 racks on a car.
Exactly. Yeah, and
and now clean car sales like that.
And there'll be like no warranty. I'll be like, damn.
No, there's no warranty, because in a dealership, that's what we can talk about. It's like that the legal forms that you have to fill out really count. If you miss one paper out of your stack of paperwork, you could literally lose more than what you sold the car for.
Oh damn.
Let's say I sold you an $8,000 car and I didn't make you sign the disclosure statement that I'm selling to you as is. If you don't sign that and something comes to happen, you can come and sue the dealership.
Oh shit.
For the money you just spent because I sold you a bad car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you make like people find out like disclosure forms, and if you really want to get deep into it, it's like once you get the car, okay, so it's like you go get to the car at the auction, let's say, because there's still like a lot of ways that you can get cars into your dealership. Like Gio had said, you show your license. A último, if you buy your car, let's say $3,000, it costs you $3,000. You make a check out to the auction for $3,000 from Clean Car Sales. You get the car, and if you have a tow truck, you can take it up on your tow truck that very same day sometimes. Oh, and that's a good thing about buying from auctions, that you could get the title quickly.
On the same day?
On the same day or within like that week, because that's why they have that car. And for example, like I had told you, there's a lot of platforms where you can buy cars, because there was, what was the app called too?
ACV.
Oh yeah, ACV. There's ACV auctions, like, or any other type of online auctions. You can also get other cars from like other states. But one of the legal things that you really have to memorize whenever you go and buy a car from another state, or basically anywhere, is that you have to get the title in your files before you ever put up the car for sale, no matter where.
Yeah.
You could get the car, like let's say I buy a car from Georgia, and I get the car first, right? Because like they deliver it to you for a fee. I get the car from Georgia, but I don't get the paperwork, the title.
Damn.
Yeah, and stuff like that backs you up, because you can have the car, but you have to legally label it with like a green, yellow sticker, right? Or anything. Sorry. Or saying like
good. Bro.
I'm choking. I'm choking.
You look like you about threw up.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I'm choking. All right.
Okay, anyways, yeah.
Choking.
So the yellow sticker thing, and then
like saying this vehicle is not for sale.
Yeah, so it takes a lot of like nitty gritty. You have to like really
people be like
be on it, because if not, the inspector comes through, he checks your stuff, and that's not right, getting closed down, or you're getting like a fee or something like that.
You're getting a fine because you sold a car for where you can't prove the title. Because what if you go sell the car then? There's no title.
And there's people that do that. You're gonna be like, I'm not gonna do that. But there's people who have. That's why that rule exists.
Obviously, in the
just like every other rule.
In the underworld of selling cars, you could do that, because that's one of the things that I think I didn't like in the car world, because, like, let's say my tío Pancho wants to sell a car. Like, he buys it from nowhere, right?
Yeah.
He could literally turn around and flip a car and make $500 off of it. And that might be good for him, but a dealership has to make a little bit more like gain, or like a little bit more earnings.
Yeah, because y'all got bills and shit, right?
We got our bills to pay. We got our taxes to pay. Like,
that shit racks up probably.
Everything, bro. And there was time, bro, where we would be broke. We like our water bill was backed up.
Well, because we had gotten a bunch of cars. We had invested our money in a bunch of cars, and it was just sitting there. You know, and like to us, they didn't seem like cars that were too expensive. But maybe to other people, you know, it was. You know, nobody's like just every day looking out for a car. You get what I'm saying? So for that area, our cars were too expensive. We were talking about like $6K, like $5K. Those are expensive ass cars, you know, to pay cash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's what we found out late in the game, though. Like, because we were spending all our money in like inexpensive cars.
We were like, "Yo, this car's nice. I might have to tap in," and then we would get it, and then we couldn't sell it because we paid a good price.
Nobody was looking for it.
Yeah, nobody was looking for that specific car.
And this is in any business or just in the car business, and like what I went through that time. I think we kind of got excited whenever we would see like that maybe it was a good deal. Like, bro, we have to get this car. Like, we have to get it because like. Just remember, there's a whole bunch of other cars where you might think that they're good deals too. So like, you just can't get them all.
Yeah, that's true. And like, you can't get too excited about anything. That's one thing I learned. Like, you can't get too excited about anything.
Yeah,
and then that's in everything. Can't get too excited about anything.
You can't get too excited about the girl you're talking to because she might leave you.
Damn.
She for the streets.
Yeah, she might she might stop texting you one day and you're like, oh, I got too excited. So. You have to be reserved in just about anything.
Yeah, and so, but honestly, the high that you would get, or like behind me, like that feeling that you would get when you sold a car, I don't know, it was like unlike any other, for real. Because like you would have that like, yes, that shit is gone. Like, I went to go get it. I cleaned this thing. I try to like offer it to a bunch of people. A bunch of people were like, they're still available, and nobody pulled up. You know, like stuff like that. And then the one person comes and they come look at it. When somebody would come look at the car, you would have to be ready to like sell that car. Like that.
Then and there.
That was your goal. If that person came to see that car had to leave with them. You know? Otherwise, you weren't getting your bills paid and shit like that.
And go back to the story, we had just bought a whole bunch of cars that were just sitting there again because we couldn't sell them because first the titles weren't there. They had like maintenance problems. We had to get transmissions fixed. So we try to put out the best, but obviously we were selling used cars, so you never knew. You could fix it and then another thing could come out. So
yeah, the unexpected. It was crazy.
So stuff like that caught up to us to a point where we were backed up like 3 months on our electrical bill. They were about to cut it, or I think they cut it once.
Yeah.
And then our water bill too, we were backed up on it. Good
You're
thing
like,
that
damn, no water.
Yeah, no, dude. Bro, you couldn't go to the toilet, bro. Right there.
Imagine you just trying to wash your hands.
Yeah.
You already have soap in your hands.
No hey, shorty calling you? Damn. What you doing? You getting some Fast Orange?
And then wiping it off on
Dude, hey, shout out Fast Orange.
Dude, nah. What if you're at work fresh as fuck? You can't. You ain't doing that at work.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. Some paper towels. So.
But you gotta be locked in.
You have to flip your shirt inside out.
so they I think they cut off our light once. And we were just that backed up. Good thing we had a good landlord that
he was understanding.
Yeah, he was a little bit patient with us because he saw that we were just like kids. Like,
and we were trying.
We were trying. Because this is talking about 2017. How old was I? Right now I'm 24. So like
I was 17. You were 19.
Yeah, so we were 19 trying these type of things, dude. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to take risks. Like, ever since I was like 13, as soon as I started working that McDonald's job, I would see like Lamborghinis and stuff like that. And then I would see the people inside working. I'm like, man, how do people keep up with their bills? Because literally working 80 hours and then making $234. That's why I keep that in the back of my mind all the time. So I was like,
you're like, damn, how many hours do I got to work to get that?
Yeah. So like, either way, at the dealership we did suffer, but at the end of the day, it was for us. Did we lose money? Yeah, a lot.
It was a learning experience, though.
But it was also a learning experience. We learned a lot of things, a lot of like North Carolina like DMV laws. First of all, you have to be really, really organized if you want to own a dealership, because
yeah, bro, you have to be really organized.
From when
I bet because the people at the DMV be angry all the time.
Hey, that's true though.
They be mad as fuck. They see you, they're like, God damn it.
I gotta work.
They're like, fuck, I gotta work now.
He's like, you better get your $5 bills out of the ATM and stuff like that. Like,
No, they be like,
Hey, yo, and you're
cash
just
only.
and you're just like, I'm sorry. If,
Like,
if they see me with this expired tags, like tomorrow, they're gonna stop me. They're gonna pull me over and they're gonna give me a fine or some shit.
and they don't care either way. No matter, bro, they're not there to listen to your sob stories. They'd be like, all right, come back. You have till 5. That's it.
Back in line. No, but honestly though, sometimes they have looked out. Like for example, let's say that you're close to the line. Well, in Charlotte, you know, I don't know if you had experiences in Virginia.
Oh, in Virginia, nah, they be chill.
Or, I don't know. I'm curious to know if like
It just takes
other
forever.
DMVs in like other states or like.
You know what's crazy? I had always gone to the Arrowwood one, right? Always, and then
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
I went to the one next to Compare Foods up the road to get my license. You know, those are the only two that I had ever been to. And then I remember going one time to the South Carolina one. I was like, yo, this is a whole different experience because I grew up with that Arrowwood DMV. You know what I'm saying? Then you go to the other one, you're like,
this shit is nice.
you're like, wow.
No, at the side. Oh yeah, you're right. Because I had got it. Just for reference, I have gotten my license suspended already 2 times. For a whole year, it was. For a whole year, my license was suspended, and I didn't know.
Hey, but not your sales license, right?
No, not my. No, this is just like completely different. My license, and yeah, like South Carolina DMV, dude, they be treating you like family.
North Carolina be treating you like an inmate. Dead ass, they be treating you like you inmates, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So like, I'm still curious, like,
Bro,
though, like,
and like the thing that I hate, she be yelling your business. She be like, you got 3 fines. I'll be like, yeah.
you didn't pay your insurance for 5 months. What happened?
Yo, you're like, yo, chill.
I'm like, oh, what?
Hey, back before automatic payment was a thing, bro, my insurance, they're like, you didn't pay this 1 month like 6 months ago. You can't renew your tag. I was like, what? And like, she said it so loud now that you're saying it. Bro, that's hilarious, yeah.
They
6 months
be,
without insurance? Damn.
No. I said I didn't pay it 1 month like 6 months ago, yeah.
and they have that all registered. Like now that they're getting more updated, that's a bad thing about technology. That now there's no way to escape anything.
Yeah, because over here, they're strict as fuck. I didn't know my first time going. Like in Virginia, you don't have to have the insurance and the car in your name. Like the car can be in my name and the insurance can be in your name. And there's no problem. Over here, we can't. Over in Charlotte or North Carolina, I mean, you can't do that shit.
Yeah, you can't.
I tried it. They be like, "This ain't you." I was like, "What?
What you mean?
I was like, what you mean?
It don't matter.
It don't matter. This is my car. I'm whipping it. The insurance not." I'll be like, "It's still."
Be like, who drove it here?
Yeah, and like there would be like no problems. The only thing I hate about the DMV, it takes a while. It takes forever. You'd be there for like an hour and a half.
True.
Because it'd be at least like 200 heads there.
Damn. Hey, well, back to the what we were talking about.
Yeah, you got to be organized because like the same people that give you your sticker and stuff like that are the same people that come like inspect you basically. Like
you gotta be friends with them.
Well, no, like they're like North Carolina DMV officials. Like they're more strict with everything.
But I feel like there's always that one guy that's like cool.
They be like, bro, I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like the Albemarle inspector.
Oh yeah.
Yo, he's mad cool.
But no. But
anyway, you know that's something else. But I'm just saying, like, there's always that one guy. You know, you find. You're like, damn, this boy's cool.
Yeah, some officials are cool. And,
yeah.
And luckily we never got inspected because if not, I think we would have had to shut down or some shit because like
they're like, do you have mad health hazards here?
No, it's not health hazard. It's like
let's say health hazards. That's why they would have shut us down.
Yeah, that's why. But
but
ever since,
but good thing they didn't come.
Yeah, good thing because as soon as you get a car, all the paperwork has to have a paper trail up to the time you sell it, and whenever you go sell it, you also have to like take a copy of the signed title. You have to take a copy of the person's insurance. The license, all of that information has to be filed away perfectly well. What year did you sell it? What month did you sell it? And
this is what we think, or from what we remember. It's not going to be 100% accurate.
Yeah, but definitely, I feel like you do have to be organized.
Yeah, 100% though. Yeah,
you do have to have your paper, like because at the end of the year, you do have to know like where your files are at so that you can do your taxes correctly, unless you're trying to evade some shit. But
Yeah.
I ain't the one that gonna be advising you to do that. So I'm like,
One of the cool things that I think happened in the dealership was we were kind of able to travel. It might have not been far, but or like we didn't go sightseeing or something like that, but
Just travel.
we would travel. You know what I'm saying?
we did go to different states. I remember one time I went to Wisconsin, which I had never been to Wisconsin.
Yeah, he just grabbed his book bag, grabbed some stuff, and like he dipped to Wisconsin, and then he drove back.
I just carried a bag because I had no money too. Because I was like, man, I'm not gonna be able to stay at a hotel if I go. Because it was like a special like request out of a customer. It's like
Hey, that's what Clean Car was. They go all the way to Wisconsin for you.
Yeah, we were
Bro,
number one thing, customer service. So
Customer service A1.
Bro, but imagine you go all the way over there, you drive back, he like, nah, I don't want it.
Damn. Nah, that.
Yo, imagine.
yeah, and we had paid like $13,000 for that truck. We wired the money, I think on Wednesday, and the goal was to go pick it up on Friday, but wires usually like take time to deposit.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the dealership that I bought it from telling me, they're like, we don't know if the wire is going to be like deposited to our account on Friday. So even if you were to come on Friday, we don't know if we can have the truck ready for you. But I was like, man, I put my faith in God, and
He just hopped in and did.
and I just like got a plane and went like that day, because like either way I needed the money, because we were about to flip that truck like easily. And but one thing I couldn't afford was to stay at a hotel. Like I couldn't.
Damn.
And I was like, so I was like, either way, I was like, I don't care. I'm gonna have to sleep into the car, in the truck. That's whatever. But
Was it during the cold or the?
no, dude. I think it was during the cold. Wisconsin around that time, I think, was like just getting out of like it's cold weather.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So it was kind of like fresh.
Imagine he pulls up.
like a full blizzard going on. Because I know in Wisconsin, the snow gets bad there.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn.
All I remember seeing is like farms and shit.
Yeah, that's why. Because it's like, I think over there tornadoes happen and shit too.
For real.
Damn. Yeah, but one of the, like I said, traveling to different places, we also had a tow truck. Because sometimes you would like buy cars at a certain auction, and you could go pick it up with a tow truck if you had one. Off the app on ACV, you could buy a car. Yo, that's where we bought the Lexus, actually. ACV.
Oh yeah, ACV. And that's what we were saying. Like, there's a whole bunch of platforms you could probably get your cars from. Obviously, nothing's secret, because there's a whole bunch of other people that also know about these apps. So like, but ACV was one of the main ones that we used.
I think it was called ACV from what I remember.
Yeah, no, it's ACV.
It is, right? With the orange letters?
Yeah.
I wonder what's on the black market though.
Huh? I don't think they sell cars on the black market.
You never know, bro. You been on it?
No.
Well, no. Well, let me rephrase that. I do think they sell cars, but
They probably sell like tanks and shit.
they're not gonna be like used cars.
Yeah, no. I mean,
You're not gonna find your Honda Civic on there.
It's gonna be probably like it's gonna be like an old classic Mercedes that they stole from some rich man.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yo.
It's gonna be like Elvis's like museum whip or something like
They're
that.
gonna have like Dom Toretto's jet engine car there.
Yeah, just about anything. But
But
traveling was fun.
Damn.
Traveling was fun.
Yeah, with the tow truck.
Who drove the tow truck more? Or who drove it?
I drove it more.
Gio drove it. Gio has always like driven like the big cars, like the
I
trailers.
always been on the road. I've always been the operator, you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so driving this tow truck, what size was the bed? 20 feet? 25
At
feet?
least.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's 20 feet.
Because that thing was long, bro. When you would make the turns, you would have to be careful. Yeah, you'd have to be careful, bro, because it would stick out a lot. One of the crazier stories that we have with the tow truck is me and you took a trip to Virginia. We went through the mountains to go get that like hybrid Civic. I don't know if you remember.
The hybrid Civic or the purple van?
No, it was the hybrid Civic in the tow truck.
Oh yeah. And I brought back a car too, I think though.
No, because you were in the tow truck with me.
Oh, did I? Well, that's what we were.
Homie was in the Honda Civic. While
No.
Like,
Like, no, it's because like I don't remember exactly, because we did take a few trips to Virginia, and I remember that we would like take trips together. Like, let's say we would buy two cars together in the same state, and sometimes it was like at a Ford dealership and then 15 minutes away at some other like place. So
You'd have to like map out your travel. So like if you're bidding on this car, it's like, oh, it's only 30 minutes away from this one, so we could go get both type. And going through go back to the story with the tow truck. You remember going through the mountains when it was raining?
dude, first thing, let's explain one thing about tow trucks. They're nothing to play with on mountains. And they have like this air brake system to where it's kind of like a gauge that goes up every single time you drive. It's like an air compressor. It goes up, 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 and it's like a air brake system. So every single time you brake, you're exhausting the air pressure. So it's coming out. The gauge goes down every single time you brake, and especially imagine coming down 80 or 60 on a mountain. And then, like, you're having to brake a lot because cars in front of you are going a little bit slow.
But the tow truck wasn't, what's it called, stick shift?
No.
It was automatic?
Yeah, it was an automatic.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, well, you could downshift.
No.
Yeah, but, I mean, during this occasion, we had the Honda Civic in the back, and we were driving down the mountain, and it was, like, pouring rain. You know what I'm saying? So the weather conditions weren't, like, that good. And we were like flying down this mountain with this car in the back. And like he said, every time he pressed the brakes, it would start going down.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were scared that eventually we were going to run out of brakes and just like fly off the mountain.
Because the gauge meter wasn't going up for some reason. Like it wasn't like charging up again. Yeah,
we were using it more than the time it had to go up. You know what I'm saying? Because we were going.
Y'all weren't giving it enough time to load or charge up.
Because we were just gaining speed by going down. You know what I'm saying? And like imagine trying to fight that and like evading cars and like
the weight of the car plus the tow truck, everything was just like going downhill and like it's scary though because you could run off a mountain like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I know what mountains you're talking about.
Yeah, the Virginia mountains.
The Virginia mountains when you come from the Nook.
You could literally see all the landscape.
You see everything.
And it's just
that
like...
shit looks so hard in the morning.
Yeah, exactly like that. But imagine it was raining and like we were coming in a big-ass tow truck with the Honda Civic in the back. And we were just flying down the mountain. And like I said, we were using it more. But... We kept it cool and like we just made it. You know what I'm saying?
Who was driving when the brakes were running out?
I think you were driving, right? Because I think I drove there that day, or was I driving?
I don't even remember. Man, I got like a runny nose. I didn't clean my nose.
Yeah.
I don't remember, dude. I honestly don't remember. I just remember fearing for my life, and that our brakes were gonna run out. Because if they did, we were beat.
We were big beat. Nobody was gonna come look for us.
We were in the middle of the mountains, probably like pouring rain, like Jill said. It was like going late. It was getting a little dark. It was just a perfect setting, just not to be in a tow truck with the car in the back. Yeah, perfect setting for a serial killer to come out and just like be like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yeah, that type.
So, playing with tow trucks, it's not easy. One thing that we try to do with the tow truck, because we bought it like as an investment too, was kind of like tow cars and like transport cars from like auctions to the car dealerships that they were bought from. But one thing that you guys have to know that is you can't run two businesses out of a car dealership. And this is just like in a car dealership setting from what I know, that you can't run like, let's say like you have a car like sales business, right? That's all you can do. We had mentioned that place was a car wash. So our idea was also like to advertise like car wash and like a $30 car wash. But you can't do that because you could get shut down for that because you're running two businesses out of one place. So you can't do stuff like that. What? Yeah, because we had some good ideas to like, we had like bikini car wash like idea going on. But we never made it happen because, you know, you can't run two businesses out of the car wash. No, bro.
I know that was a business.
You could do that, like literally, like.
Who doing it though?
You locking in, Lou?
Hey, so that's an idea. Maybe if you want to do it, go ahead. I'll pass my car down there. Some of y'all might get trouble with your toxicas, but
what if it's straight dudes? You still going?
No, that's what I said a bikini car wash.
You
I'm
ain't
just kidding,
specify.
bro.
I
Yeah,
mean, if you want to do that, I
yes.
don't know. But like, we had ideas like that. We were just throwing out ideas because we were like looking any way that we could like make some cash
Extra money, yeah.
to pay our bills and stuff like that. But
Some doll hairs.
what did you say?
Some doll hairs. I just thought of this. Sorry.
And
Dog hairs.
we couldn't run out. We couldn't run the tow truck business either out of the car dealership. So
Did you do it on the side though? Like, did y'all not have the tow truck there, but have it like?
we did.
We can't say anything.
Yeah, legally. So it's not.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, it's not illegal until you get caught. So
I don't know.
let's just say it was standing around there on standby.
It was around.
Yeah, it was around.
You know, doing things.
It wasn't
Tow-
at a dealership.
Tow
was it?
truck things.
So yeah, we did stuff like that. It was honestly just like a really, really huge experience. I remember we just eat pizza every day.
Oh yeah, shout out VI Pizza.
Yeah, so if you ever
Best pizza in Gastonia. Tap in.
we literally lost weight eating pizza.
Yo, and like it's good. It's like good pizza. It's like New York style. Straight like
Oh shit.
spinning that hoe in the air for real.
We know the owner, and the owner was also like our business partner.
Hey, where we going?
Hey,
Hey, we gotta take it one day. But VI Pizza for real. Y'all gotta lock in.
you guys gotta
it's-
check it out. It's
It's
really good.
pizza. Yo, we would buy cars and like it was really hot, right? We would have to wash our cars, and like we would put them outside and we start vacuuming them and then like start washing them, and it was hot, bro. We'd be inside like hot ass cars, you know, like vacuuming them and stuff like that. And then afterwards, like when it was like almost towards the end of the day, we did a fat pizza. You know what I'm saying? Like just doing that, like, bro, we did that a lot. We did that constantly. I don't know how many times it was, but shout out, VI Pizza for real.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
we ate a lot of it. And,
They kept us laced, and I dropped 20 pounds, bro. 20 pounds just washing cars and eating pizza like every day.
So like the just like that. And so yeah, if you really want to start a car dealership business or anything of that type, you know, first
or
plan
any
it out.
business by the matter.
Yeah, or any business, but like,
Yeah.
well, we also got to drop an episode about our food truck business because, like I say, it's because we've been doing everything, dude. And honestly, I feel like a little bit of everything.
A little bit here, a little bit there.
Yeah, and Alex wasn't with us in the car dealership, but he for sure was with me at the food truck business.
Locked in.
And so
long morning.
without Gio and Alex, I would have never pulled the food truck to where it was. Like,
Hey, what can I say?
I ain't gonna care. I do miss that shit.
yeah, it was.
I don't
big
miss that shit.
Even though that shit was a pain in the ass, I miss it. Just for the experience that we had.
Yeah,
I feel like those were like the best times we had.
But that's for another episode, so you know.
yeah, I gotta tune in for that
You
episode.
gotta tune in.
But anyways, yeah, that's how it was owning the car dealership, and although it was like a L in the end, it was a good learning experience because we were excited like to go from that experience.
Estimate. How much you think we lost for real? How much you think we invested?
I don't know.
You don't want to put a number to it?
No, I don't. I just don't know. I don't remember. No,
I would,
because it was a lot of money. Yeah,
dude, I would say that we lost there like 40 to 45K.
I really don't know.
Dude, I think we did. Like it was a huge. It was a huge hit because afterwards we had to like start working again.
Wait, so like what happened to all the cars that obviously y'all stopped doing the car selling business, but what happened to the cars that y'all didn't sell? Are they still there? Or where they at?
No, I think we eventually did get rid of all the cars, or if not, we might have passed them on, something like that.
Oh,
But-
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
we sold them. That's what I'm saying.
But like,
like,
we fixed. We tie all loose ends before we left.
Oh,
we tied
okay,
all loose.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
like
Oh, okay, that's good then.
I said, we probably invested like 60,
Mm-hmm.
like right about. But that's what I'm saying. We lost about 45 because Jill does say like we tied up loose ends before we went away from that business. But we were selling the cars for dirt cheap. Like if we bought it for $3,000, we would sell it for $1,200. Like at that point, we just really didn't care.
You just wanted to sell it.
Yeah, we
You'd be
just-
like, I
we-
want this shit out my site.
Yeah, we just wanted to get out because like it was just that bad, and so plan it out. Plan out your business on how you want to do it, what your goals are, and make realistic strategic plans, because you have to really get creative with it. Because we were probably doing the same thing that every other dealership was trying to do. So if you ever want to compete, you really have to like set yourself apart, do different things. Like I said, we were trying to do like bikini car washes because
Honestly, I don't remember thinking about that idea. So maybe you might have thought about that on your own.
I don't know. Maybe it's my mind.
Hey, because out of bad things, there's good things. My golden week. I'll never forget my golden week. I sold one car every single day for 7 days.
Yeah, dude. Even on a Sunday.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. The guy hit me.
Sunday?
Yeah, some guy hit me out. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna get there on Sunday." He's like, "If that's cool."
It's because when it's your business,
and it's
you have to be there whatever day.
Yeah, it's like it was like my schedule. So if I said no, it was because I didn't want my bread. But he was like, "Oh, can I get there Sunday?" And you could either be like, "Oh, I'll take my Sunday off," or I'm gonna go get my money. You know what I'm saying? So that Sunday, I was like, "Bet I'm gonna go pull up," and like he was just gonna come look at the car. And he ended up buying it, 7 days, 7 days, 7 cars. And then after that, there was a drought. So like I said, but out of bad things, there's good things, you come out of your experiences and, everything in life is about how you look at it.
Tax season, you definitely have to be ready for tax season whenever you have a car dealership.
You gotta be locked in.
People want to buy cars just for no reason
because they get their tax refund.
Exactly. But like they'd be like, "Do I need it? Fuck it, I got it. Let's go get it."
And then they'd be broke like a month later. So again,
damn.
So like learn how to invest your money into the car that you want to. Don't go out and buy
invest in that Corvette right there.
Yeah, don't go buy out a brand new Camaro, Mustang if you really don't know what you're getting into. Honestly, what I saw from the used car sales is that customers would come in because they didn't want to go to a dealership, like because like dealerships are going to charge you a whole bunch of interest rates.
Yeah,
like they're a lot easier to talk to. The facility is a lot prettier, but when it comes down to money for like in the better interest, it's not in the better interest for the customer. It's the better interest for the dealership because they're going to be making out bread off you. So, like I said, I think one of the reasons that we failed in the dealership was because like we really didn't see our demographic. We have some technical issues going on.
Yeah, I think you might have pressed something, right?
Oh, Magneto, stop.
Yo, hey, Magneto Lou.
No, it didn't work anymore. I lost my
okay. Yeah, so going back to, what were you saying again?
Dang, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying, Lou? You weren't even listening.
Yeah, no.
It's because it started sounding, and I was like, what's that noise?
Yeah, because I was trying to listen. I was like, is that me?
Oh, yeah, I was talking about the difference between like buying like a car at a nice dealership and at a clean car sales.
Oh, yeah. You said it was going to be
a
little bit nicer, but when it comes down to the numbers, it's really about the better interest of the dealership, not the customer. And that's true because you feel connected. Not connected, sorry, that was a weird word. You feel like closer to your customer.
You can talk to a person like it's a friend or something.
Yeah, like a friend, not like some dude in a suit trying to sell you something.
Yeah, you're not like, honestly, we were never trying to like fuck over anybody because like our plan was like, okay, we're gonna sell you a good car that's gonna last, and we did. Like I said, we sold like a $1,200 like Toyota Camry with 248,000 miles that was running good, dude. And the guy came when we sold it. We sold it, and then like a week later he came back. He's like, man, I love my car. He's like, I went to Myrtle Beach. He's like, no issues and stuff like that.
Yeah, he had taken his whole family in some old Camry, bro. And that's what we're saying. Like, you look at it on the outside, you're like, dang, that's an old ass car, but it was running beautiful. And he's like, I just came back from Myrtle Beach. Me and my family were lit, and like,
we love the car and stuff like that. So like that type of feedback.
That's what's up. Then you got good feedback too. Then
that type of feedback. We got good and bad. There's a little bit about everything.
I remember selling a Pontiac G6. The guy had bought it like the week before, and then he came back. The G6 was from my Golden Week, and he came and he was telling me that he was telling like his people that about like clean cars and like if we had any other cars besides the one on the lot. And you know, like we didn't have that much money, so we didn't have that many options of cars.
Yeah.
So you know, sometimes we couldn't provide for the customer because I was like, dang, this is all I got. You know.
Or the title wasn't ready again. Man, those titles were just so obnoxious, man. Sometimes they would take like a month or two to come in.
Yeah, so
Damn.
even if you prepped the car and got it ready to run.
Oh, yeah, because legally you couldn't sell it without the title. You
Yeah.
can't sell it.
You can't
Sell
advertise it anyway either.
Yeah.
It has to be in the back lot. So
One of the biggest mistakes I made was buying a BMW on there. Like in my personal car.
Oh.
so at auctions,
I
be
remember.
careful for BMWs, man. We are not bashing BMW,
No,
Mercedes.
be careful for any car tech, basically.
But that
You never know what you're going
BMW,
in.
it was a 335 convertible,
Oh, yeah, the
six
tan
speed
one.
manual.
Man, yeah, and it was one
That shit
of the
was
rares.
Yeah,
that shit
bro.
was nice.
How many miles did it have? It had like 75,000 miles, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I had like close to 70. Yeah, I had like 70,000 miles.
At the end of the day, that car was some shit.
Yo, that car is buns. Wait, let me run that back.
Let's say
It's
if you
buns if that's not your passion. Because, like, I know there's people that have 335s that go crazy.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Because they know how to fix it and
But
stuff.
I just didn't have the time for a BMW. I was like, I'm not going to go through all this trouble for this BMW.
Facts.
So I had to get rid of it. That wasn't my love. Hey, shout out Charzy. That's my love.
Dude, I remember when you had that.
Yeah, and so...
That
Oh,
shit
talking
was
about
nice.
cars. What's your favorite car, Lou?
Like all time? Or right now?
Greatest of all time, yeah.
I mean, if it's not the same, tell me both.
All time gotta be a Mazda RX-7.
What color?
Oh, fuck. I'd probably get it. And for my personal one, I'm gonna make it blue.
Okay.
Where?
No, it's
Blue,
'cause-
because
it's
blue's
'cause
my favorite color.
You have to imagine the car so you can have it. Like, you have to visualize it.
That shit gonna be slim.
There's two, right? There's the what are they
The
called?
one with the pop-up, the FD and the...
Yeah, the FD and what's the other one called?
Shit, I don't even know. I only want the FD, so that's the only reason I know that one.
That's
There's another
That's
one
the
that look-
boludito, right?
Huh?
That's the boludito one, or do you want
Yeah.
that long skinny one?
No, I don't want that one.
Because there's one that's like boxy.
Yeah, I want the other one, like the one that looks like a bubble.
You talking
Oh,
about
okay,
the
okay.
Tokyo Drift car?
Yeah, like that, but original body kit, not that body
Oh.
kit.
Not the wheel side. The wheel side
Not the wheel
completely
side.
changes it, bro.
Dude,
but
but the wheel set is fire.
The
I ain't
wheel
gonna
set
cap,
is
but for me
crazy.
personally, I want the original body.
yeah, because the wheel side doesn't even look like an RX-7.
Everybody knows that car.
Yeah, everybody does know that.
Everybody
car.
knows that car, but I want the original one with the pop-up headlight. No, shit, I don't even know.
So if you have an RX-7 it's an RX-7, right?
Yeah, RX-7.
If you have an RX-7 to sell to Lou, just contact us through the podcast,
No, okay, you got an RX-7.
and then
If it runs and everything.
and then we might give it away. So
I thought you were gonna give him the car. What's your favorite car, Mario?
my favorite car is actually the Mitsubishi Evo Lancer.
Which
that
one?
that I have.
Which one? The 5.
The 8.
The 8.
Mine is 8, right?
Yeah, 8, 2003.
Yeah, 2003 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution.
Oh,
Evo 8.
shit.
It's still all stock. I still haven't been able to do anything. It's over
Dude,
there.
I want an all stock one. I want a bone stock one. When I get mine, it has to be bone stock. I wanted to do everything.
Wait, what you doing? Wait, get a what? Get a what?
The RX-7. I want
Oh.
a bone stock.
I feel like I have to sell my
I want it
parties.
stock. I don't care if like engine wise. I want it stock.
Wait, you said you want a stock and then you're gonna upgrade it?
Yeah, I want it stock, and then I want to do all the work.
But it's expensive, bro.
Yeah, you might as well get one that's already upgraded and you just swap the part for the one you want. Because I feel like getting
No, I mean, like,
original
I'm like-
RX-7 is expensive.
Yeah,
or like
it is,
even that's rare.
And then you're gonna mess it up.
And then you're
Hell
gonna
no.
just take the parts to like rebuild it again.
Hell no, I'm gonna blow that bitch up and then fix it.
No, they might as well just buy like a beat up RX-7
Yeah.
and then just change everything.
Nah, chill.
Honestly,
I'd probably get a project one and a real one, and a one for like.
Okay, so if you have 2 RX-7s, hit up Lou now.
no cap.
okay, we need one more person that has another RX-7, so like a nice one and then like a beat one.
You're,
Let me know.
you're
Wait,
gonna have to-
wait, what are you gonna do to the beat one that you don't do to the good one?
You're gonna have to buy it, dude.
It's gonna be a drift car
Oh, so your dream is to have 2 RX-7s.
and RX-7 at least, but yeah, like.
So sleep.
So now I want to have one to practice on.
Okay.
If I fuck up, I hit a pole or some shit,
Okay.
and then another one when I fully master.
So which one are you gonna take to competition? The drift one, or the nice one?
I'd have to be honest. I'd probably have to take the drift one because I'd be used to it.
Word?
Unless I do the same parts or the drift one on the original one that I want.
But that's why you didn't buy both, though.
Exactly. I would have one for like a nice fast weekend car.
Let's talk numbers though. Let's talk numbers. How much would that cost you?
I could find a good. I've seen a good used RX-7 for at least like 25, 30.
Okay, 25,000, 30,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you plan on getting that car?
Quit playing with me.
Hey, no cap. Quit playing with Lou. My favorite car, if you guys didn't ask me, NSX.
Wait. What's your favorite car?
Oh, thank you guys for asking.
There.
NSX.
Anytime.
Hey, tap in on Need for Speed Heat. I'm rep 50. I can get you to rep 52. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. If you want to see the NSX that I want, you can see it on there. Need for Speed Heat. Tap in.
But going back to the dealership, never buy a car that you really don't know what you're buying into. If you're gonna go buy a used car, really check what you're gonna buy, because dealerships aren't gonna own up to it.
Don't forget your OBD.
Your OBD2, you gotta check it to see if they wiped out anything.
If you have a friend that's a mechanic, tell him to come with you.
Oh yeah,
that's what I would hate. As a car salesman, seeing seeing a customer come with a mechanic is like the worst.
Oh yeah, because they do think they know everything. I remember.
He's like, fuck, he's gonna find the rust. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, stuff like that. I mean, you would have to like, you know.
And stuff like that is like sometimes it's not even like worth it to go past the sale, but people make it like a big deal. Like it could be like a little scratch, and they'd be like, "No, I don't want it because my mechanic told me that scratch is."
And you know what? You know why they take. You know why they take a mechanic, right? So they can like run the number down. It's not. Yeah. It's not because they don't want the car. They're like, oh, I can have a scratch here, scratch there. You know, it doesn't matter.
And the mechanic be like, no, this is only worth this amount.
Yeah, and then you're like, bruh.
And then the mechanic starts running numbers in front of you. Oh, this part is gonna tell me it costs this much, and my labor is gonna cost this much, and stuff like that. So they do start running your numbers.
The customer uses that number against you, and then that's the bread you lose. So if you're a mechanic, don't go. Not just playing. But anyway, as a customer, take a mechanic.
I remember this one guy brought his mechanic, and the mechanic had like a strap, right? Like he was like he had a permit for his strap, and he thought he was all tough. He's like he like just walks into the office. He's like this. Like I feel like people with straps like walk in más alzados, like they can just like.
They got a gun on them. That's
they could talk to you, but still, man, like. If you really want to get down,
take that gun off him.
Yeah,
see if he walks in there like that.
Yeah, exactly. So like the guy walks in there and he's like, oh, this is the list of things that are wrong with it. And I just looked at him. I'm like, sir, I was like, it's a used car. Like what else? I can't do much. Like he's like, oh yeah, but if you don't change the brakes, that car is gonna run off the road. He's like, and it's gonna hurt somebody. He's like, and that can go against you. I was like, thank you very much, man. I did not know that. Then I blew him off. Then I sold the car like the next day.
Fucked up brakes?
No. But that's what I'm saying. Like the mechanics would like use any excuse because that car
to lower the price.
It was a purple van that ran for wow. And the guy came back a few months later and said like, thank you, man. Like this really like helped me get my family back up on my feet. So that type of feedback, it's also enriching to you. Mm-hmm. So like, yeah, if you're a mechanic, don't just even go. You're affecting our sales. So
shout out to the guy, to people who run car dealerships now. We're not trying to talk down on it. That was just our experience. You got to be locked in, and if you're doing good,
hey, but if you're also doing bad things,
hope for better days, bro.
Yeah, because y'all gotta stop. Y'all can't cheat people either, because I have seen how some used car dealerships cheat people, and like they do like clear all the engine lights, and that's why like a whole bunch of engine lights come out a few months later and stuff like that. Or they sell you a car that they know damn well isn't gonna run that long.
Yeah.
So like, but hey, I feel like everybody gets what they got coming for them.
No, karma.
So
that's all I got. I got fucked over.
Huh?
I got fucked over, bro.
On a used car sale too?
By who?
On my Nissan, bro. That shit hold me.
What? Okay. The transmission?
The whole no, it was the wiring, the engine wiring. That shit hold me. Like I went to go get my taxes done. I remember I went to go get my taxes done. I turned my car off. I go in there, do my taxes, I come back. I'm like, damn, it's hot as fuck out here. So I tried to turn my car on. That shit didn't turn on at all, bro. Like nothing on the dash came up. I was like, damn, this my battery died probably. Charge it. Nothing.
It was probably the AC compressor, but yeah, you better watch out.
What?
The AC compressor, right?
No, I already told you what it was.
He said his car didn't turn on.
Oh.
Not the AC. It did sound like you were gonna turn on the AC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did say it was. It's hot as fuck. Let me turn my car. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Nah, but you weren't paying attention, Loki.
Okay.
My B. But yeah, so
I got hold that day. I was so mad.
What you do after though? Threw it on your shoulders and took it to the mechanic.
Hell, no, I had to walk home.
Damn, beat.
I walked home. I left that car there for like a week. And then I was like, fuck it. Let me go see what's wrong with it.
Damn, after a week.
Yeah, and like the whole wiring harness was, I don't know. I think there was like squirrels or some shit inside the engine. Because he said like they were like torn.
Dang.
So he had to replace all the wiring.
Maybe it was
the whole wiring.
Maybe he was
harness.
just going too stupid.
I was going stupid in the Nissan. I ain't gonna care. I know y'all remember them days in the Nissan though.
You were running the miles up.
For real.
No,
hey,
okay,
but looking now, Lou up.
Okay, I'm up right now.
But hey, thank you guys for tuning in,
and hope you did get something out of this this podcast episode, especially because we did talk about dealerships and
it's for the car boys.
Yeah, so if you do want to get into the business of that, try to be honest first of all.
The car society.
Try to know about some mechanic work so you can actually fix your cars up, and just be ready for tech season because
that's when they be selling.
That's when you got to be tapped in.
And let us know what y'all think about the intro. I think the intro went badass. We did put a little bit of time into it.
It went badass.
Like it went
crazy.
It went crazy.
Go monkey.
It went monkey.
Hey, if you know, you know.